Good evening, guys. Welcome to class. This is another cultural kind of lesson. I'm going to talk about the British pub. I'm sure you're all familiar with it. I'm sure you all know you've heard of something to do with this. So the British pub is quite an important thing to us. Yeah, we're very fond of it, and I'm going to tell you all about it. We're going to talk about them. You probably have things similar in your country, but we're going to share experiences and things. We have Omur. Can you hear us?
I prefer Nihan. Hi.
Nihan is better. Cool, Nihan. Where are you from?
I'm from Turkey.
Okay, nice to meet you, Nihan.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. 1 second, I'm just going to turn my light on because I think it's a bit dark. 1 sec. Okay, so nice to meet you. Have you ever been to the UK?
No, unfortunately.
No worries, but do you know what the pub is? Do you know what a pub is?
Of course I know. We have many pubs in our city.
Okay,
and
yes,
I like pubs.
Cool. Okay, so we're going to compare what pubs are like and things like this. So if you can think, while I'm talking with the others, just search for a pub in your city. Yeah, maybe a really good pub, and we're going to show pictures and things. But Henrique, can you hear me?
Yes.
Cool. Nice to speak with you. Where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
Great. Okay. Nice. I think this is the first time we've spoken. Yeah.
Yeah, my first lesson.
And Omar, I think it's our first time as well. Yeah. We've spoken to each other.
I think the second.
The second? Okay, I can't remember, but I've
I changed my photo maybe for this reason you can't remember. Okay.
So usually, yeah, no. It could be because of that. Yeah. So I usually get used to one kind of photo, then when it changes. But anyway, okay, that's cool. So I'll send you the link to what we're looking at today. We're going to talk about pubs, as said. Henrique, do you like pubs?
Yes, that was the thing I liked the most in London.
Oh, you've been to London?
Yeah.
Okay, when did you go?
I don't remember the name where the place I
not
stayed.
where, but when did you go to London?
2 years ago.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so probably I don't know, about 500 pubs have probably closed. They're saying one pub is closing every day in London or something. Yeah, so it's quite a problem. But yeah, cool. We're going to talk about this in a minute. We have another guy who's been to the UK. David, how are you?
Hello. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Nice to speak with you again.
Nice to meet you too.
And you have been to the UK. We're going to talk about pubs. Do you like pubs, David?
Yeah. And I
Good.
have photos from pubs.
Okay, in that case, get them ready, and I want to see them. Yeah, so we should share photos and things. If you have. I have to say, I'm going off British pubs because I had a bad experience last time I went. You know, they didn't have the food. But Alejandro, can you hear?
Yes, I can. I'm here.
Okay, nice to speak with you again. We've spoken before.
Yes.
Do you like pubs?
I love pubs.
You love pubs. Good man.
Yeah.
And Abdul, he's gone. Okay, so he doesn't like pubs. Edouard, can you hear us? Okay, we'll come back to you. Just check your mics. Oh, he's gone as well. He doesn't like pubs either. Right, Henrique, please. Yeah, you like. Okay, Hernan, can you hear us?
Hi. Yes.
Okay, good to speak with you. Is this the first time we've spoken?
Yes, it is.
Cool. And where are you from?
I'm from Colombia.
Colombia, great. I made a mistake on my Facebook profile just now. I wrote Colombia with a U, yeah, so Colombia, not Colombia. Someone corrected me though, which was quite good. For those who haven't added me and who are new, please add me on Facebook, okay? Because it's a way that we can communicate in between classes and things. So I'll just write my name here. This is my Facebook name. Please add me on Facebook if you have an account. Okay, so we also have Jaden, but he's gone. He doesn't like pubs. But Mohammed is here. Are you here?
Yes, here.
Yes.
Okay, nice to speak with you, Mohammed. I think we have spoken before, right?
You too. No, we haven't.
Oh, there's two
That's my
Mohammeds. Yeah,
first time.
there's two Mohammeds.
Yeah.
That's why I'm getting confused. Okay. Oh no, come on. Okay, Mohammed El Deeb. Please don't
Okay.
tell me the other one's called El Deeb as well. Okay, that's good. Okay, Mohammed El Deeb. We have
Yes.
spoken before, haven't we?
Yes, we did. Yes.
Cool. Okay, nice to meet you again. Where are you from again?
I'm from Egypt. Egypt.
Egypt. And then Mohammed Tokash.
Yes.
Now we haven't spoken yet.
No, we haven't. Now you're speaking.
Perfect. Okay, nice to meet you. And where are you from?
I'm from Syria.
Perfect. Cool. Okay, so do you guys like pubs? Do you know what a pub is?
I don't know what's pub.
Okay, we'll talk about it in a minute. We have Omar. Omar, can you hear?
Yes, teacher, hear you.
Perfect. Nice to speak to you. This is the first time we've spoken, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, this is your first time, teacher.
Perfect. And where are you from?
Well, I'm from Panama.
Panama?
Yeah.
Cool. Panama. Okay. So, David says your mum is listening, yeah? So be careful, David, yeah, if you talk about the pubs. Okay, especially if you've got some good experiences. So, we spoke. Any more people? I think that's it. Hernan, I spoke to you. Yep. Jaden is back. Can we hear you, Jaden? Hello, Jaden? Okay, check your mic settings. We'll come back to you. Okay, so today we're going to talk about pubs. I've asked most of you if you know what a pub is, if you like pubs. But for those who don't know what a pub is, David, can you explain to those who don't know what a pub is, a British pub?
It's similar to a bar with music.
It's similar to a bar, but old and cozier. Yeah, so not so modern. Yeah, a bar is usually quite trendy, quite young. A pub is not so trendy, not so young, but it's a place where people hang out. In the UK, it's very, very common.
And I know some in London, in Brighton, in UK. So
David, you were probably an expert, yeah, compared to me. I last time I went to a London pub, I was very, very, very annoyed, yeah. So I'm not going to share my experience because, anyway, it's too touching for me, too touching. But okay, so we have someone who's been to a British pub. Who was that? Sorry, that was Henrika, I think, yeah.
Yep.
David has been to a British pub. Has anyone else been to a pub in the UK? If you've visited the UK. Just you guys, yeah. So you're in the same boat. Okay, in that case, yep. Sorry.
Martin, I've been in Dublin in a pub.
That counts. That's okay. Yes.
Okay.
Well, actually, Dublin is in southern. Half counts. Yeah. Half points.
Okay.
But yeah, with the Guinness. In fact, the Irish have better pubs, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. So they're the ones that are exported. They're the famous ones. Okay, so I sent you a link into the Verbling chat box about the article that we're going to discuss. But for those who can't see and for those maybe who are watching, I'll share my screen with you, okay? So we're going to read about this and we're going to talk about pubs and, from a community perspective as well. They play a big role in the community. They're not just a place to drink alcohol, although, or to drink beer, but that's, of course, a big part. Okay, so who would like to make a start reading the first bit?
Me, for example.
Yes, please, David.
What is a pub? The word pub is short public house. There are over 60,000 pubs in the UK, 53,000 in England and Wales, 5,200 in Scotland, and 1,006 in the Northern Ireland.
Yes.
One of the oldest pubs fighting cocks. Let me see, because I've frozen now.
All right.
Now.
Can you see?
Yes, one second. One of the oldest pubs fighting cocks is at Albans Hearth is located in a building that dates back to the 11th century.
Okay, so these are, it's like 1000 and something, yeah? So really, really old pubs. Like over 1,000 years old, this pub is. Over 1,000 years old. And basically, yeah, they're a very, very historical thing as well, yeah? So they've been in our culture for several years, hundreds and hundreds of years. And it's a big, big cultural institution, I'd say. I'll just show you a picture of this particular pub. That's not the old pub, I think. But once again, let me find you a picture, one sec. Okay, so this is one of the oldest pubs, well, the oldest pub in the UK. So as you can see, it's very, very, very old. So they're quite kind of like old buildings. They're very historical and basically a place to meet up with friends and to drink beer. Or if you don't drink alcohol, you don't have to drink alcohol. You can drink Coke as well. Yeah. So they have lots of soft drinks, and there's no pressure if you don't drink alcohol to drink alcohol there. You can drink whatever you like. Okay, but not of course normal people drink. Normally people drink beer or cider, things like this. Okay, so let's go back to this in terms of words. So the word pub is short for public house. It's a public house because it's a house for the public, yeah? So that's why it's called a pub. So anyone is welcome there, yeah? You don't have to pay. It's like a house for the community. That was the original idea. People would come and meet in the pub, and it would be like a house, yeah? And it would be it's a place that people would meet. Now it's a bit different in London. I guess there are more modern bars and things like that, but that's the original idea behind it. Okay, so any questions so far about this?
Nope.
Is that okay?
Okay.
Yes. Okay, in that case, let's go to the next bit. Who would like to read the next bit?
I can read.
Yes, please.
Pubs are popular social meeting places. Pubs are an important part of British life. People talk, eat, drink, meet their friends, and relax there. Pubs often have two bars, one usually quieter than the other. Many have a garden where people can sit in the summer. Children can go in pub gardens with their parents.
Okay, that's. I think that was quite clear, right? I don't think there's so many difficult words as such, but this is inside a typical pub. So as you can see, it looks a bit older. It's not so modern. Yeah, they're usually not modern. Yeah, it's usually basically a place like this. Yeah, so quite warm atmosphere. There's usually a fire and things like this. Okay, any questions so far? Yeah, so it's usually, okay, because it's a drinking place, children can go there up to a certain point. There's usually a time where children must go, or the parents must take the children home, because of course people maybe drink too much alcohol at these points. But children are welcome. Yep, please.
Teacher, there is something very amazing for me. And it is said that children can go inside of the pub. So, and what about the government rule in England and in Europe? For example, in Panama, children cannot access to that places. So it's amazing for me.
Okay, it depends, yeah, because the original role of the pub was a community meeting point. So, of course, children are part of that community. But it depends on the pub. Some have a rule saying no children allowed. But usually they say no, all children. Well, children must leave by 9 o'clock or something like that, or by 8 o'clock. So you can go there to eat like a family dinner, and you can go and like, for example, when I was younger, we used to go to the pub and drink lemonade because we thought we were really cool, and that kind of thing. But usually in the evenings, children wouldn't be allowed in there because people do go there to drink alcohol. Yeah.
It is allowed people
like
to smoke. People can smoke in that places, or is prohibited?
No, it used to be so, but there's a smoking ban in the UK, which means no one can smoke in any public building.
All right.
Unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah.
So who said unfortunately?
Me.
Okay, yeah. So this is a thing that caused a lot of controversy a couple of years ago, because originally the pubs were very, very smoky. Yeah. So the atmosphere, and people said, now the atmosphere has gone. Even people who didn't smoke felt a bit sad about this, because you go to the pub, it's a bit smoky, it's a bit, that kind of thing. Yeah. So,
In our country, the same thing. A few years ago, they banned to smoke in pubs.
yep, and a lot of pubs have closed down afterwards
Yes.
because people thought, okay, we'll just do it at home.
Martin, can I ask something? What's
sure.
the difference between pub and bar?
Ah, there's a big difference for me. Yeah, I can tell the difference, but no one else can when I explain this. Wait, okay, so a bar is, for me, it's like modern. It's trendy. It's like where you can drink cocktails. A pub, you can buy beer, you can buy cider, you can buy wine, and you can buy Coke and lemonade, stuff like this. Limited choice. Yeah, you can buy spirits, but a bar you can buy, I don't know, younger drinks, cocktails, and all this kind of thing. But a bar is definitely more modern. Okay, wait, I'll try and show you a picture of what I think a bar is. But there is a difference.
Sí, ahora cuando me vaya.
Which one do you prefer to go?
The pub. But it depends. The pub to begin with, but then, okay, usually with my friends, if we're going, I don't know, to a club or something like this, we would meet up in the pub first to talk. Then we'll go to somewhere like a bar or a club, yeah, afterwards. But usually the pub is like the meeting place first. Yeah, so it's just because it closes very early. It closes usually about 11 o'clock. So usually it'll be you go to the pub first and then you go somewhere else afterwards.
Teacher, I got a question for you, please.
Yeah.
So I wonder, is so pub in England or UK is the same as the USA, or it's a little bit different? It's quite different.
What's it like in the US? So this, for example, is a
example,
bar. This is definitely a bar. What you can see on my screen, if you can see this.
But
sorry,
what I mean,
focusing it.
teacher, but I mean, when you say pub in England, it's the same as the United States. For example, if you go to the United States, pub is the same in the US, and pub is the same in the UK.
I'm not sure. I went to some pubs. There are more bars in America. There are more bars, I would say. They don't really have this kind of tradition, I would say. Yeah, because I would say there are more bars. Like, for example, this is a bar. 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 All of these, what you see, are bars. They're not really pubs. A pub is kind of, it feels like a house. Yeah, a pub should feel like a house.
Yeah,
it should look like a house from the outside. So if you look
more
here,
warm places, I guess, more friendly.
yeah, cozy. Yeah. Here, it should look like a house like this. Can you see? These are definitely.
Okay, it's so
This
nice.
one is more like a bar. Yeah, but these, the ones you kind of see in London.
Martin,
Yes, please.
look at the photo that I will send you in Berlin.
Okay, cool.
This is the one of the best that I stayed from pubs.
Okay, here you should be able to see this is an example from David, if you can see. This is, you went to Lewis?
I was in Brighton, but one day I went to Lewis and I stayed all day.
Do you know in Lewis they have their own currency? Their own money?
Yes, I know.
They have the Lewis pound. Yeah, it's a small town or small village kind of thing, but they have their own money. It's a very interesting place, Lewis. Okay, so but it's not the only money that's accepted. It's just like some kind of local thing. They have the Lewis pound. So that's quite cool. So this is an example pub. Yeah, so they look like houses. They look, in fact, many of them were houses that were converted. So that, but a bar is kind of like a modern thing that could be anywhere. That just looks like another restaurant or bar kind of thing. Yeah.
And teacher, and how much each beer costs? For example, if you want to drink a beer, how much does it cost?
The cost of a beer?
Yeah.
Depends where you go, but maybe around £3. Well, in London it depends where you go, but £3.50, £4. So this do you want in dollars? Maybe $6.
Oh, well, it's really expensive. Well, for me,
No.
it's really expensive.
Nope, it's very cheap.
It's not cheap, David. How much?
It's not cheap.
For one
It depends
Coke,
where you live. If you're living in
for one
Europe,
Coke
live
in
in Latin America, it's not cheap.
It's not cheap. Yeah, so it's much
that,
cheaper.
you know the price from that place.
How much did you pay for a beer? Or
For a Coke, £2.50.
okay, for a Coke, that's wait, $2. £2.50 is maybe $3.50. No, more than that. $4 maybe.
And for the coffee, depends of the coffee, but the cheaper was £2.
£2. So it's about $4 maybe. I think $4 would be about $3.80 for a Coke. Maybe $4 I would say. Should we say $4? $4. Yeah, $4. Around $4. I can't work it. So yeah, for Coke it's $4 in a pub for a glass of Coke. So it's not so cheap, but that's kind of normal. Prices in the UK are crazily high, really crazily high. So yeah, so it's quite cheap, but it's not particularly expensive. It's not like the pubs are more expensive than the bars. The prices are usually the same wherever you go. But there is, for example, there's a chain called Weatherspoons which offer cheap drinks. But even so, I usually buy cider when I go to the pub, and I usually pay about £3.70. Yeah, so about $5-6. Yeah.
For example, a beer, how much it costs? One beer.
About $5 or $6.
$5 or $6. It's very cheap for our country.
Cheaper. How much do you pay there?
We pay nearly $7-8 in dollars.
Whoa.
For
okay.
for a one beer. Yep.
But it depends where you go. But usually about $5 or $6, around $6 I would say. But yeah, okay. So beer is the most important, right? Yeah, but we also drink warm beer. Yeah, so that's something that foreigners find very unusual when they go to a pub. Usually the most common type of beer is called bitter, and this is kind of warm beer. Yeah, so be careful. What did you think, David? You've experienced it. In fact, let's ask Henrique. Yeah, so how much did you pay for a beer?
When I go to a bar here, for example, yesterday I paid $3, half a pint. Maybe I guess it's the same. Six.
Yeah. It's pretty much the same, yeah. So $6 for a pint.
Should we give a tip when you buy a pint of beer, for example?
In a pub, no, you shouldn't give a tip.
Okay.
It depends. In a restaurant, you can, but you have to pay for the drinks you go to the bar and you pay for the drink. So you pay the money, you get the drink. And in the pub, it's not normal to give a tip. In fact, it's quite unusual. I would never think of any situation in which I'll give a tip. But you can say, for example, to the bar lady, if you like her or something, or she's working hard, you can say, buy one on me, as in you can drink one later. She can decide really what she does with the money, but you give her the extra money for a drink so she can drink one later. But you usually say that would be the kind of tip you would give.
Nice.
It's not so normal, but you say have one on me, and sometimes they'll actually drink with you. Yeah. So if it's the owner or whatever, yeah, and that can be quite nice. Okay. So any more questions before we go on?
Not really.
Okay. In that case, let's go on. I've lost. Okay. So who would like to read next?
Okay, teacher, can I?
Yes, please.
Group of friends normally buy rounds of drinks. For the person whose turn it is will buy a drink for all the members of the group. It is sometimes difficult to get served when pubs are busy. People do not queue, but the bar staff will usually try and serve those who have been waiting for the longest at the bar first. If you fill a stranger drink by accident, it is a good manners and prudent to offer to buy another drink.
Okay, did you understand? So a round of drinks. I guess maybe it's similar in your countries. I'm not sure if this would be different. It's difficult for me to compare, but this usually happens if you go with a group of people. It doesn't have to be your friends, but you can also meet your colleagues, for example, in the pub. Each person would be responsible for buying a round of drinks, which means buying a drink for yourself and for everyone. You wouldn't buy the drinks separately. So, for example,
it happened in my country, teacher. So when you go with a group of people, it's the same. Yeah, okay, you can pay one round trip, and they'll pay another one, and so on.
Yeah, so it's very, very similar. Yeah. So would you agree it's the same in the other countries? Yeah. So
yeah.
Robert has just joined us.
In my country, the situation is the same. Not separately buying.
Is there any country where it's completely different?
Here in Brazil, you don't usually pay every time you go to the you pay only when you leave the bar.
Yeah.
You have a bill, you don't need to pay every one. You pay in the end. So it's not common to have a round of because you share the bill at the end of the night.
Hazel made a good comment quickly. Martin, you may get drunk if you drink too many once. This can be a problem, yes? If you've got a group of maybe 8 friends or 8 colleagues, everyone needs to buy a round. Yeah, you can see where it could end up. Yeah, so it can be dangerous.
Teacher, really sorry for interruption.
Okay.
Here in the paragraph, there is something that caught my attention. It is if you spill a stranger's drink by accident, the good manners. So in my country, it's not like that. It's completely different. If you spill drink somebody who doesn't belong to the group, you can get a problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're in big problem.
Wow.
Well, in the UK is completely different. So we have different cultures.
I don't know, yeah. So it's a bit different, yeah. But if you spill some drink, you're buying a new one of things, yeah. But and usually it's okay. They'll be like, oh yeah. If they're really drunk and they're really aggressive, of course there may be some kind of fight, yeah. But most people go, oh yeah, that's okay. Sorry. Doing this song for a long time. But yeah, okay. So who just joined us in the meantime? Did anyone pop in? I think not. Okay. In that case, yeah. So that's pretty common. Prudent means kind of necessary, where the person whose turn it is will buy drinks. By the way, in your countries, do you pay for drinks before, as in do you get a bill at the end, like in a restaurant, or do you pay for them as you go?
We pay after.
Okay, what would you say, Omar?
We pay after, teacher.
What would you say
if you go to a bar, you have to pay immediately. But if you go to a restaurant, you can pay later.
Yep, in the restaurant in the UK it'll be afterwards usually. By the way, oh no, we had 2 people called Mohammed. Now we've got 1 person called Amar and 1 person called Omar. Okay, whoa. Okay, so Omar de Grasse and Omar Nihan. Omar Nihan, what do you say is common in Turkey? Nihan.
It depends where you go. When you go a pub, you pay first, and when you go a bar or a restaurant or another place, the bill came after.
Okay, yeah, so it's very similar. Alejandro, what do you say?
Yeah. Here in Spain, we usually pay after before leaving the bar. Before leaving the pub or the bar?
Not as you go. You wouldn't go up to buy the drinks, pay for the money, pay for them, and walk off. Yeah.
Yeah.
You would pay afterwards. Okay. Yeah. That's what I've heard is most common. In Germany, where I'm living at the moment, it's common to pay afterwards. Yeah. Not really as you go, but it depends where you go. So let's go on. If there's no more questions. Okay, British beer. Okay, this is talking now about the beer that we normally drink, and kind of the warm beer. David, did you drink beer or not so much?
No, because I'm in medication.
So yeah, it's not good to combine it and stuff. But
yeah, that's why. But sincerely, I love beer.
But can you imagine drinking it warm?
No.
Okay, normally it's served warm, yeah? So we have, the most common is called bitter, and this is basically at room temperature. It's not cold, it's not hot, it's just warm, yeah? So, Robert, can you imagine drinking warm beer?
Hi, no, I have never drunk warm beer.
Okay, yeah, so by the way, I didn't introduce you at the beginning, yeah? So we know each other, but maybe the rest don't.
Yeah,
So
I'm from Hungary.
Cool. Have you been to the UK, Robert?
No, I have never been yet.
Okay, so we're talking about pubs, and what are pubs like in your country, yeah? Do you have many pubs?
Yes, we have many pubs, and I don't know how it's like in the UK, but I don't know what you are curious about, but smoking is prohibited already in Hungarian pubs, and you can buy any kind of alcohol, and sometimes some sandwiches or any other snacks too.
Are they important to Hungarian people? your
Yes,
culture?
I think yes, because many Hungarian people goes to pub. Yes.
Cool. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so where did we get to? Let's read on from this, and we'll talk about the different beer. Okay, so British beer. Who'd like to read this part?
I do.
Yes, please.
Okay. Most pubs belong to brewery, a company which makes beer.
Brewery.
Brewery.
Yep.
Okay. A company which makes beer, but sell many different kinds of beer. Some on tap from a big container and the bar, and some on bottles. The most popular kind of British beer is better, which is dark and served at room temperature, not hot, not cold. Which beer is brewed from malt,
Brewed. Yep.
brewed from malt and hops.
Malt and hops.
Malt and hops.
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 Yeah, perfect. Okay, so most pubs belong to a brewery. A brewery is, the company which produces the beer, so manufactures the beer. And they're usually owned by the brewery nowadays. You see pubs which are owned by maybe a family or a woman or a man or whatever. They're called the landlord or the landlady. Yeah? So the owner of the pub is called the landlord or the landlady. And usually these terms, landlord and landlady, refer to people who own property and rent it out to people. So if you own an apartment in another city and you rent this to someone, you collect rent for this, you would be the landlord if you're a man or the landlady if you're a woman. But we also use this term to refer to pub owners. Yeah, like the proprietor, the owner is the landlord or the landlady. And there are lots of landladies, as in women who own the pubs. You see them quite often, yeah? So it's not like it's just a man's thing or a woman's thing. Okay, so landlord and landlady, the owners. And usually, actually, nowadays, the pubs are owned by the breweries, the manufacturers of the beer. So they could be called the landlords, yeah? So the landlord of the pub is the company that makes the beer. Nowadays, yeah, now, but so many different kinds of beer, some on tap, and I guess that's very, it's the same in your countries, yeah. So, do you know what this is on tap?
Yeah.
Like a keg? Is that some kind of keg or something?
Yeah. So, 1 second, I'll show you. So it's just this, right? Yeah, you see?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's the same. It's the same in your countries, I guess. Yeah, so you can buy it in bottles or from the tap. Yeah, and some bottles. The most popular kind of beer is British beer is bitter, which is dark and served at room temperature. Maybe you don't have this beer in your countries. Yeah, I don't particularly like it. I prefer German beer and stuff like that. But yeah, this is not too bad. In the UK, normally I'd drink cider. Yeah, do you know what cider is? Cider. Do you know cider?
No.
Okay, cider is like made from
An apple?
Yeah. So this is very, very common in the UK. Strongbow is a rubbish one, but 1 second. Pear cider is very, very popular.
I have never heard.
This you will like pear cider. You'll really like it. The popular brands are Ploughman's, the British brands, and Magners. Yeah. So this is like Irish cider. And it's basically made from pears, yeah? Or you can get an apple one, or you can get a pear one. And it tastes very, very good. Yeah, but I would normally order this one. It's not British, but it's Kopparberg. I would normally order that one. That's brilliant. That's really, really good. So I'd recommend it. It's very popular in the UK to drink cider, and not just beer.
Okay.
But here's 3 brands. There's Bulmers, there's Magners, and Kopparberg. Kopparberg, I think, is the best one, but it's not British. Okay, do you have cider in your country? So, Alejandro.
Yes, we have in the north of Spain we have a culture of this kind of drink, and it's very very popular to drink that kind of. We say here natural cider.
Yeah, natural cider and stuff. Yeah, but do you personally like cider?
Yes, yes, I love it.
Are you a cider man or a beer man?
I'm a beer man, but once in a while I love to go to the north and drink cider.
Yeah, so it depends. I don't like British beer that much, yeah, but I'm living in Germany at the moment. Here I drink beer, but in UK I drink cider. Yeah, I wouldn't drink British beer. But David, what would you choose? Yeah, if you had the choice, cider or beer, what would you choose?
Can I choose the two so I can't so I might not think?
You take both, did you say?
Yeah.
You take both. Why not? Why not? Yes, I have two rounds. Douglas, can you hear us?
No.
Hello, Douglas? Okay, we'll come back to you. Check your mic settings, we'll come back to you. Henrique, are you a beer man or a cider man?
I didn't understand the difference.
Okay, that's the point, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so cider is basically made from usually apples, but pear cider is made from pears, yeah? This kind of fruit. But I don't know how it's made. Does anyone know how it's made?
We're talking English.
Sorry?
Oh, sorry. I'm learning English now.
Oh, who is this? Oh, Douglas. Nice to speak to you, Douglas. Cool. Where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
Great. Okay, so we're talking about pubs. Do you like pubs? Yeah. Do you know what a pub is?
Pubs? Yes, I like pubs. Very like pubs.
Okay, and what are they like in Brazil?
Salvador.
Salvador, did you say?
Saturday.
Means Saturday.
I'm very shy.
No, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. So Douglas, do you know what cider is? Do you know what cider is? Cider.
This cider. Sorry, my English is very bad.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay, beer. Do you know beer?
Yeah.
Okay, it's like beer but fruity. Yeah. In fact, Alejandro, what is the difference? Yeah. What is cider? It's fermented apple and fermented pear, but what is it?
This is an alcoholic drink made based in fruit, mainly in apples. With the apple juice, you fermentate and you add sugar and so on, and the fermenting process that you have instead beer, you achieve cider.
Okay, so you ferment the apples or the pears, you ferment them, and you make it into alcohol. Douglas, do you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Don't be ashamed, okay? You're here to learn, yeah? It's okay. Yeah, so Douglas, don't worry. Okay, so it's like apple juice, but alcoholic.
Alcoholic.
Teacher.
Yeah.
Teacher, I got a question for you. What is the maximum percentage of alcohol beer in UK has, and what is the minimum percentage of alcohol beer in UK have?
As in legally.
Yeah, I just want to know because I have been watching the picture here, two glass, and so I would like to know because I think beers in UK has a lot of percentage of alcohol. Here in my country, in Panama, it has a lot of percentage of alcohol. But anyway, I would like to see the difference between two kinds of beers.
Okay, so for example, this side is probably around 5%. Yeah, so 4%, 5%. We'll see. Oh yeah,
4%.
Here, 4.
But this is the minimum, or this is the maximum, teacher? This is the minimum or the maximum?
What do you mean? As in the maximum that's allowed to be sold, or?
Well, when I say the maximum, that is stronger.
Okay.
This is stronger. This is weaker.
This is probably average, yeah. So for cider, if you're saying, but for beer it depends, yeah. So you can get really strong beer like 9.5% or something, but it's really dodgy stuff, and I wouldn't recommend it. It's called Tenant Soup.
Well, this is
It's
pure alcohol.
It's drunk by usually homeless people and stuff like that. Yes, so that's called Tenant Super. Oh, it really smells. But it's usually about this percent. Yeah, around this percent, maybe 6% or 5%, something like that. Yeah. But it depends on the brand. But I don't know if there's a maximum, like a legal maximum they can sell. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. But how is it in Panama? What would you say? How is it in Panama? Omar. Can you hear? I've lost you. Where have you gone? He's gone to the pub. Okay, so in that case, he's like, bugger this, all this talk of pubs. I may as well just go there. Okay, so I'm just gonna read the chat comments just to see if there's any questions. Pops, no, it's not like Coke, Anastasia. Yes, it's not like Coke. It's not like apple juice either. It's just alcoholic. Danila says pubs. Don't come back to practice. Okay, so take care, Douglas. He's gone, I think. Okay, so any more questions or comments? Yeah. So Jose is here. Jose, can you hear us? Okay, we'll just wait for it to load. Okay, Jose, can you hear us? Okay, we'll come back. By the way, do you know of Johnny Depp? Have you heard of Johnny Depp?
Yep.
Guys.
Yes, the actor?
Yeah, he has a friend, Jude Law. You know Jude Law?
Yep.
Yeah.
He lives just outside my hometown. And my friend actually met Johnny Depp in a pub in my hometown. And what Johnny Depp did in this pub, he came to this pub and he jumped over the counter and bought everyone a drink in the pub. Yeah, so he's a fan of the British pub. Yeah, Johnny Depp is a fan. My friend got a beer from him, which was quite cool. But anyway, okay, so you hear a lot of like stars going into some pubs, yeah, so to meet up and stuff. But anyway, okay, so I haven't met anyone just yet. Anyway, let's go on to the text. If I can't hear Jose, Jose's gone. Let's continue, guys. Okay, so who'd like to read next?
Yep, I went.
Oh, yes, please.
More popular is more
From
popular.
there, please,
Okay, more popular today. Tough is lager, which is lighter in color and served cold. Guinness, a very dark cream kind of beer called a stout, is made in Ireland and is popular all over Britain. In the west of England, cider made from apples is very popular. Like wine, it's described as sweet or dry, but is drunk in beer glasses and can be stronger than beer. Beers are served in pints for a large glass and halves for a smaller one.
Okay, so this was talking about cider. So yeah, it can be stronger than beer. Yeah, so it can also have some effect. Okay, so but in the west of England, it comes from the West Country. They talk a bit like that there, and everything a bit like they're a bit farmery. Yes, so we say that the people from the west of England are like farmers, and they have really cool accents. They're like, hello, my name Peter. Just pop into the pub. They talk a bit like that. Okay, and they like cider, yeah. So it's like a feeling of the West Country drinking this cider. But yeah, they're cool. But it's becoming more popular around the country for people who don't like British beer or don't like beer. But it's kind of like wine, yeah, but not grapes. It's pear or apple, yeah. But it's usually stronger than beer. Beers are served in pints. In the UK, we don't say things like litres and stuff. We have still pints, and I'll show you a pint glass for those who don't know. I can't convert a pint to litres. Does anyone know? David?
Yes, I know that.
How do you convert it? So how many litres is a pint?
Well, depends of what large you like it.
I think it's a half a liter.
Not sure. Yes.
I know the minimum is a half liter, but I saw one with a liter, but
Yeah, half a liter. Yeah. It's about half a liter. So a pint is about half a liter. Yeah.
A big one.
This is the normal one you buy. You would buy a pint normally, but you can order half a pint. Yeah, so a half. Yeah, and that would be 0.25. But normally you'd order a pint, and people can drink 8 pints and things like this. Yeah, in the pub. Like I said, if there's a big round. Personally, I can't. I'm a lightweight. But, people do. Okay, so yeah, so that's a pint. Yeah, so we use pints for milk as well. Yeah, so you buy bottles of milk like 4 pints or 2 pints. We use pints, not liters, in the UK. Yeah.
Okay.
But for example, on my water bottle it says a liter. Yeah. Or so it depends. But for milk and for beer and things like this, we say it in terms of pints, not liters. I don't know the conversion rate. I didn't know it until now. Okay. So.
Martin,
Yep.
what
Question.
is your limit?
No question. Yes. Just
Maximum.
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 5, 4, 5, 4, 5.
Pint.
A pint?
Oh my God! It's equal to nearly 3 liters.
Not 2 liters, about 2 liters, yeah? So this will be over a whole evening, yeah? Not like rushing stuff. But it's quite normal that people would drink quite a lot, yeah? But that, I said, is my maximum, yeah?
You're expert.
No, I'm not an expert, yeah? Like I said, people do drink sometimes things like 8 pints and things like that. People can drink a lot, but 4, I would say, would be, yeah.
if I drink, Martin, if I drink 2 liters, then makes me hungry.
Yeah, the thing is, if you drink, but I would say I'm quite a lightweight. After maybe 2, I feel the effects or something. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, but how much do British people drink? Quite a lot in the pubs. So he can drink 10 pints.
Wow.
Declan, where is he? What would you say, Henrika? How much can you drink?
I think that 5 is good. I can drink 5 pints.
5, yeah, you can drink 5.
And I think it's okay. It's not too much. It's good for a whole day in a party, for example. I don't know.
Yeah, so it's okay. Omar, what do you say?
I prefer Nihan.
I drank only 2 pints.
2 pints.
If I drink more than 2 pints, I get drunk.
Yeah, okay. I'm saying it would have an effect on me after about maybe 2 years.
Yeah.
We'll see. Okay, Robert, what would you say is normal in Hungary? Yeah? Are the Hungarians a bit stronger?
Yes, usually a bit stronger, but as for me, alcohol makes me drunk too fast, so I would say 2 or 3 pints.
2 or 3 would be okay, yeah? So 2 or 3?
Yeah.
Anyone else who's just joined us? We've got Trin Van Luan again. How are you, Trin?
I'm fine.
Good to speak with you.
Yes, nice to speak with you.
Okay, and do you have pubs in your country?
What the pub? I don't understand pub meaning. Can you explain for me?
Okay, that's okay. Dia, you've also joined. Do you know what a pub is?
Pub, really, I don't know it.
Okay, no worries. Okay, we'll get someone to explain. We'll get Omur Nihan to explain.
What's the pub? They ask?
So what's a pub?
Pubs are places that people can eat, talk, cheat, meet their friends, and maybe drink beer.
Did you say cheat?
No, chat.
Chat, I thought you said cheat. You know, that well, could happen.
Yes.
But you know, they don't
it may be cheating about.
I heard the same thing. I heard the same thing.
Maybe they are cheating their wives
I hear as the Martin said, so
So what happens usually though is a lot of men go to the pubs before they go home after work to avoid their wives. So that's known. Yeah, I'm sure it's the same in your countries or something, but usually it's quite common. My uncle does this all the time. Yes, every day he goes to the pub. He doesn't want to drink beer. He just sits there for a bit, just calms down and then faces the wife. Hello, darling. Yeah, that kind of thing. Yes, yeah, so it's this kind of thing. So the pub is like some escape place. Okay, but Trin, yes, the pub is like a bar, but kind of, you know, cooler based on nostalgia. Not cooler in terms of what it looks like, but nostalgia is there, yes? So a pub is a place where people meet up to drink beer or to drink Coke if you don't want to drink beer and to socialize. Yeah? I'll show you a picture.
I don't know if we are going to talk about typical foods in pub, but I've tried fish and chips, and it's very good.
I don't like eating fish and chips in a pub.
No,
no, it's not right for me. Yeah, so you have to have fish and chips in the rain on the beach. Yeah, something like that. You know, that's
in what kind of food do you usually have in the pub?
You can eat things like burgers, or what's traditional is a ploughman's lunch. Does anyone, David? Did you see this?
Can you repeat?
A ploughman's lunch.
I listened, but I didn't show it.
I'll show you. What's that? A ploughman's lunch is I wouldn't eat this. I'd usually order something like, I don't know, something foreign. Yeah. So usually now they sell things like nachos, yeah, and stuff like that. Normally I'd buy things like this. But ploughman's lunch is basically cheese, pickle, and things like that. That's very, very traditional, and meat and stuff like that. But pub food is usually very traditional, like hot pot. Yeah, so hot pot, like, oh no, this Chinese hot pot, is it? Wait, Lancashire hot pot usually is served there. Things like
looks
this.
Delicious.
Yeah? So food like this, yeah, basic food, simple food. Shepherd's pie maybe you'll get. So things like shepherd's pie. Food like this, yeah, very, very functional food. Yeah, it fills you up. Yeah, not really. You wouldn't go there. There's things now called gastropubs. Yeah, gastropubs.
Martin, just a curiosity. Years ago, I went to Ireland and I went to Dublin. We went to some pubs. In some of these pubs, sorry.
Yeah, sure.
They had fruit in bowls. To when you order a pint beer, and you can take some fruit of these bowls. Is that common also in London?
There's fruit in Ireland? What?
Yes,
okay.
fruit in bowls.
No, that's really weird. Usually what they'll give is like sometimes peanuts or olives, anything that's salty. And the reason also that the temperature is warm, the atmosphere is warm, is so that you sweat more and you'd want to drink more. Yeah, so you get hot, so you drink more. So they'd usually give you salty things for free because you need to drink something afterwards. Yeah, as a sales strategy.
Yep.
Usually that would happen. Yeah, but fruit, that's weird.
Fruit, apples, pears, something like that.
You don't go to the pub to eat fruit. What is this? Oh, Irish. What are they doing? Okay, so. No, the thing is though, the Irish pubs are the famous ones, and they're the ones that you see probably in your countries. I don't know. Do you have Irish pubs in your countries?
Yes.
So, Robert, do you see them? Robert? Okay.
Sorry, I'm here.
Okay, you're here now. Do you have Irish pubs in your city? In your country?
In my city, there isn't. Maybe in Budapest there is, but in my city it's too small.
Okay, the Irish pub is pretty similar, yeah? So it's where you can buy Guinness. Someone has just joined us, he's gone now. But has anyone tried Guinness? Guinness I can drink. Guinness is okay. But Alejandro, do you like Guinness?
Yes. In fact, when I went there, I only drank Guinness.
Okay, does everyone know what Guinness is? Has everyone heard of Guinness?
A can of beer.
It's a dark beer, Irish dark beer.
So it's dark beer. I'll share my screen with you so you can see it. It's an Irish dark beer. It's very, very common. It's very, very popular as well. Yeah. So it's like they call it. I think a stout or something like that. Yes, Guinness. It's this beer, really dark.
Yeah. It's all here, teacher. My country.
Look at this advert. A Guinness a day. Guinness is good for you. Yeah. So drink Guinness every day. They're saying actually there are some health benefits to Guinness. Yeah, I don't know who created this, who thought of this, but I'm sure it was a man. Yes, a man definitely said, "Oh yes, wife, I can drink Guinness a day." Yes.
Martin, I want to share a curiosity in Dublin.
Okay.
When I went there, I saw in the street ambulances with Guinness banners, publicity in the ambulance.
Really?
Yes, really, unbelievable.
Like we said, Ireland is somewhere else, yes. Okay, no, it's quite good, because they're balancing their resources, yeah? So you go into a pub and you can eat healthy things. You go in the ambulance and think of, I wish I was having the Guinness, So, I don't know, it's a bit of both, yeah? So stop things from being boring. Okay, so quickly, if there's anything on this list that I would notify, that I would say, yeah, we have funny names for pubs. Yeah, so they're usually things like the Queen's Head, the White Swan. I can hear an echo. Something okay? We've got Danilo just joined. I'll just quickly say hello to you all, guys. Danilo, can you hear us? Okay. Maybe your mic's not on, but we can't hear you. Who else just joined? Yeah, so I think that's okay. Okay, so quickly, we have very, very weird names for pubs. The common ones are things like the Red Lion, the Queen's Head. Really, really odd names, yeah? So the Queen's Head, in this example they gave on this article, the Checkers, Jack Russell, like after a dog, the White Swan, yeah? Usually pubs are called things like this. But one second, I'll find you some London pubs. London pubs usually look quite cool. They have different names, yeah? This is like a London pub. For example, the Sherlock Holmes, this is not too far from Buckingham Palace, I think. Yeah, I think I saw that recently. It's called the Sherlock Holmes, yeah, and things like that.
It's in front from the palace. I remember that.
It's very near, isn't it? Yeah. So, or the Crown. They're usually called these kind of names. So, guys, have I made? Yeah, here you go. Here's the Red Lion. Yeah. Usually they have the same names. Guys, have I made you want to go to the pub now? Are you all going to the pub?
Yeah. It's time to go.
It's time to go. You can also play things like pool and darts. Yeah, that's also common. Okay, guys, go to the pub. Any more comments? We have Jocelyn just here. She's gone. Okay. It's always when I start to say something. It's always when I start to say something they go. Jocelyn. Yeah. Hello. Hello, Jocelyn.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Jocelyn. Can you hear me?
Me too.
Perfect. And where are you from?
From France.
From France. Which part of France?
Normandy. Near the
Normandy. Yeah.
Near the London beaches.
Okay, so I'm a roast beef. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we're talking about pubs, okay? Do you have a quick question? Do you have many pubs in France?
No. Any?
Not so many.
No pubs.
Not so many. Okay, so Jocelyn, good to meet you, and for the rest of you, we've run out of time now, but hopefully meet you in a future session. I've got a class straight after this if you want to join in, okay? But really interesting to meet you guys, and Trin, I hope that was clear for you and hope to speak to you soon. Take care, guys. Enjoy the evening in the pub if you're going.
Bye.
Take care.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.